Hi guys, Jared here, and I got a package in the mail today from Japan, and I was wondering what the hell it was until I opened it and was like, oh, that. A long while ago, maybe a month and a half ago, something like that, I purchased something from Japan. There was a seller there who was selling... well, basically got in contact with me and was selling their XRGB-mini. What that is, this is the Framemeister XRGB-mini. This right now to retro console gamers, this is pretty much the best upscaler in the world right now. You can buy it from Amazon Japan for about $350, $400 and up. These typically go on eBay for close to $600 depending on which adapters and whatnot come with it. Believe it or not, I got this for 120 bucks. And I honestly think that is a steal for what I got with it. I got a couple of cables with it, not too much. I'm not going to go over all of that. I just wanted to just show you guys this. I'm going to do a video on this once all the cables I have ordered arrive, and once I get my hands on a couple of retro systems. But needless to say, this bad boy will take signals dating all the way back to, well, composite. So any of those old early NES consoles, or any console that basically had composite output, all the way up until, well, right now, you can actually connect your PlayStation 4 and your Xbox One into this because it has HDMI ins. And if you're wondering why my voice sounds a little weird, I actually caught a head cold. Now, I thought this was all used. This is actually, like, brand new. It probably was used, but you'd be hard-pressed to really know it. Everything is in just wonderful condition. Bags are still sealed. This is the little stand if you want to have it up. Now, I can't use this right now. Well, I guess I could use it, but I'm not going to use it because the AC adapter in here, which is right there, the AC adapter is a 100 volt AC adapter, and it outputs 5 volts at 2.3 amps. So I ordered from Amazon like a $20 converter, which is a step-down converter, because I'm nervous that if I just plug this into a 120 volt outlet here in Canada, it might be around its threshold, and I don't want anything to get too overheated or anything like that. So yeah, I just purchased a little $20 step-down converter, which will take my 120 volt and just output the proper, well, the proper voltage. So I'm good to go. So I don't have to worry. All right. It also comes with a 2 gigabyte micro SD card, and what you use this for is for the firmware of this bad boy, which I believe right now is up to like 1.7 or something like that. I am not a technical whiz here, guys. I think I've made that plainly obvious over the years. So anyways, I'll do my best. This is the little unit. Look at this. Here's the DualShock 4. Look how small that is. If you have an Xbox One, here's the Xbox One controller. It's about the size of an Xbox One controller. So this is really tiny. I mean, this is really, really small. The only other thing I've got left in the box here, whoops, is this is kind of important, I guess. It is the 21-pin RGB SCART input. I'll explain that in just a sec. This is sort of like just going to be like a little overview. Even though I'm going to head back and, well, repeat everything when I do the review. Now, this is the remote, but if you look very carefully, you'll see it's in English. There's actually an overlay that the guy put on this, which is the English label overlay, which is just amazing because I can actually read it. You see, this is only released in Japan, and as such, yeah, kind of hard to figure out, like, you know, what the hell I'm supposed to do or whatnot when you have no idea what, you know, anything says. All right. All right, I'm just making a holy mess here. Leave it. All right. So I just want to give you guys a quick little thing because I'm excited about this. Yeah, this is like, it's incredible. I don't even know if this, apparently this is used, but for the money I spent, 120 bucks, this is outstanding. Okay, so front of the machine, there's your RGB in. It says so right up there. That's where you take your 21 pin, you plug it in there, and then you would plug your SCART cable into that adapter, and away you go. Now remember, you always want to use RGB whenever possible. That's like the best of the best video signal for any of those old consoles, dating back from, like, you know, the NES time period all the way until you hit, what was the generation? The 6th generation, I think it was? No, it wouldn't be 6, it'd be the 7th. It would be the PlayStation 2. Around the PlayStation 2 Dreamcast generation, that's where things, here's the cat, say hi. That's where things changed. And he's looking right at the camera. Perfect. All right, boy, move, move, move. All right, so over here you have composite, and there's also an S-video in the corner over there. And that's what you're going to have to use for consoles that don't allow you to use RGB. Typically Nintendo stuff, because they've always been cheap. So like the NES only used composite and RF. The N64, believe it or not, was the only console of that generation to actually only use composite and S-video. Really sad, but anyways. Then on the back, you have D-Link here. D-Link is something unique to Japan, I believe. I don't think anyone else has used that, and the audio is here. Now, if you want to connect in, say, like the PlayStation 2 or the GameCube or the Xbox, which have component cables, you can go ahead and actually get a converter, a D-Link converter that will go component to D-Link, and then you can just plug it in, because you'll want to upscale those systems to 1080p, which is what this does. You also have two HDMI inputs, which again, you could put your PlayStation, your Wii U, your Xbox One, and then you've got your voltage, and then you've got HDMI out and the micro SIM, and that's pretty much it. Oh, there's a USB there too. So there you go. Like I said, the USB is for updating the firmware, and the rest is pretty self-explanatory. On the front, you've got a bunch of options, which you also have on the remote. And that's basically just a quick unboxing, if you will, of the XRGB-mini Framemeister upscaler. What is so great about this is the versatility of all the different connections is one thing. The other thing is the fact that it does scan lines up to around 720p. It looks really good, apparently. I have yet to turn this on. This was the first time I ever opened the box. But if you go to 1080p, you have to remove the scan lines, apparently, otherwise they start getting a little bit all weird or whatever. So I'm going to do a full-on review of this where I go over all the different features. I'm going to talk about showing you guys how to get the absolute best picture quality, starting with the NES all the way up until today. And it will include older systems than that if they support composite. You could technically get an RF to composite converter, but anyways, that's getting crazy. But yeah, and I'm going to say why this is considered the best upscaler on the planet. But that will be in another video. For now, I just wanted to show you guys just a little unboxing of the XRGB-mini. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to cover when I do a full-on review of this, which will be as soon as my converter arrives for the power and once all the different cables come in. And that's it, guys. So as always, take care of yourselves, and I'll be back soon with another video.